The Battle for Sanskrit is a book that describes how Sanskriti, our culture, and the civilization based on Sanskrit texts is being attacked and assaulted in a very systematic way. We know about Christian missionaries, that's just one kind, but there's a systematic left-wing Marxist and Marxist-based attack trying to undermine the integrity of our civilization. You know, psychoanalyzing Ram and finding out what's wrong with him, and he's abusing women according to them, and the Ramayana is a recipe for attacking Muslims. All these kind of theories have been put out, and how Sanskrit is according to them a dead language because Hindus killed it, Hindu kings killed it according to them, and Sanskrit inspired the Nazis to do the Holocaust. So a whole lot of kind of nonsense has been spread about the Sanskrit texts. How the Shastras, according to them, are not only limited in creativity, but they suppress your creativity. You can't be innovative. The Shastras prescribe certain ways of thinking which make you like a computer or a robot kind of a person. You cannot be imaginative and creative. So these are some of the ideas that they have put in there. Artificially, creating a conflict between Hindu and Buddhist Dharma, that's another thing they're doing. Changing the chronology of texts to make them look very young and recent rather than ancient. The archaeological evidence shows our civilization is actually much older than we thought, but they like to show that it's actually much younger. And much of what happened is after Christ, so they can show there was influence from Christianity. So a lot of mischief has been spread in the name of Indology. Some very prominent people who are getting Padma Shri awards, getting millions of dollars of grants from Indian industrialists, they are the ones in charge of this kind of negative research. But it's done in a very sophisticated way. It's done in a way that you won't, unless you go really deep into it, you won't even know what's going on. So we are starting a whole counter movement, which we call Swadeshi Indology, where we want the study of India, that's Indology, to be done through the Swadeshi point of view. And this book started that whole revolution of Swadeshi Indology. So I want you to read it, talk about it with your friends, understand it's not about learning Sanskrit. It's not going to teach you any Sanskrit. It's more about Sanskriti, our culture and our civilization.